Regions in Syria and Iraq are facing water shortages as the region's longest river, the Euphrates, dries up. The Euphrates has been the cradle of civilization in West Asia. The river has been the lifeline for millions in Iraq and Syria for thousands of years. But now it has sunk to a historic low, sparking the region's worst water crisis in years.
Is the Jordan River a sacred and historic waterway on the brink of disappearing forever? Recent reports reveal a terrifying reality. The river has dried up, jeopardizing the livelihoods of millions and raising questions about the fate of humanity. What could have caused this alarming event? Discover the shocking truth within. Importance and significance of the Jordan River. The Jordan River holds immense importance and significance both symbolically and spiritually to millions of people around the world. It is considered a sacred site and holds a deep religious significance, particularly for Christians. The river gained its spiritual importance due to its association with Jesus Christ, as it was the site where John the Baptist baptized Jesus. This event holds profound religious significance for Christians as it symbolizes purification, rebirth, and the beginning of Jesus' ministry. The Jordan River's significance extends beyond Christianity, as it is also mentioned in other religious texts such as the Bible and the Quran. Its inclusion in these sacred texts further solidifies its spiritual importance and draws attention to its unique place in the history of various religious traditions. Beyond its spiritual and symbolic significance, the Jordan River is a vital waterway for the countries of Israel, Jordan, and Palestine. It serves as a lifeline for these regions, providing essential water resources that sustain millions of people. The river's water is used for various purposes, including agriculture, industry, and domestic use. For the people residing in these regions, the Jordan River is more than just a cultural icon. It plays a crucial role in their daily lives, supporting their livelihoods and ensuring their access to clean water. It is a critical resource that sustains aquatic life in the region and provides vital water supplies for agricultural activities. Many crops, including wheat, barley, olives, dates, citrus fruits, and vegetables, are cultivated along the river's banks, contributing not only to food security, but also to the local economy through exports. The Jordan River has played a significant role in the historical and cultural identity of the Middle East for thousands of years. It has witnessed the rise and fall of empires and the birth of great civilizations, and has been a source of inspiration for artists, poets, and musicians throughout history. Its iconic blue waters and surrounding landscapes have captivated the imagination of countless people across different time periods. The Jordan River's importance and significance are multifaceted. It holds deep spiritual and religious significance for millions of people, particularly Christians, as the site of Jesus' baptism. Also, it is mentioned in religious texts, further solidifying its sacred status. Furthermore, the river serves as a vital waterway for Israel, Jordan, and Palestine, supporting agriculture, industry, and the daily needs of millions of people. Its historical and cultural significance adds to its importance as a symbol of identity for the region. Drying up of the Jordan River. Recent reports have brought attention to the alarming phenomenon of the drying up of the Jordan River. This once mighty river, which has played a significant role in the history and culture of the Middle East, is facing a severe reduction in its water flow. Unfortunately, this is not an isolated incident, as a similar trend has been observed in other rivers, including the Euphrates, signaling a broader issue affecting water resources worldwide. The drying up of the Jordan River poses a serious threat to both livelihoods and ecosystems in the region. The river has been a crucial water source for agriculture, industry, and domestic use, supporting the needs of millions of people. The depletion of its water flow puts these essential activities at risk, potentially leading to water shortages, crop failures, and economic hardships for communities that rely on the river's resources. Several factors contribute to the drying up of the Jordan River. Pollution resulting from untreated wastewater, industrial waste, and agricultural runoff has significantly degraded the water quality. The accumulation of pollutants in the river has harmed the ecosystem, threatening the survival of various plant and animal species that depend on the river's waters. Climate change is another critical factor affecting the river's flow. Rising global temperatures and changing rainfall patterns have led to prolonged droughts in the region. These droughts have resulted in a reduced amount of water flowing into the Jordan River, exacerbating its drying up. The increased evaporation caused by higher temperatures further depletes the already limited water resources, compounding the challenges faced by the river. Overuse of water resources is also a major contributing factor. The demand for water from growing populations and expanding industries has placed immense pressure on the Jordan River. Unsustainable practices such as over-extraction of water for agriculture and domestic use have further exacerbated the river's decline. Lack of regulation and control over water extraction has led to a significant reduction in the river's water level, turning it into a mere stream, unable to meet the needs of local communities. The drying up of the Jordan River is a complex issue that requires urgent attention and action. Efforts must be made to address pollution by implementing effective wastewater treatment systems and promoting sustainable agricultural practices to reduce runoff. Mitigating the effects of climate change through global efforts to reduce greenhouse gas emissions is crucial for the long-term health of the river and its ecosystems. Also, responsible water management policies need to be implemented to regulate water extraction, ensuring a sustainable balance between human needs and the preservation of the river's ecological integrity. In short, the drying up of the Jordan River is a matter of grave concern. Its impact extends beyond the immediate region, with similar trends observed in other rivers worldwide. Pollution, climate change, and overuse of water resources are the key factors contributing to this distressing phenomenon. Urgent and concerted efforts are required to address these issues, protecting the livelihoods of communities and preserving the delicate ecosystems that depend on the river's waters. Role of the Jordan River. The Jordan River plays a critical role as a water source for various sectors, including agriculture, industry, and energy production. It serves as a lifeline for the countries of Israel, Jordan, and Palestine, providing vital water resources that sustain millions of people in the region. One of the primary roles of the Jordan River is its importance in agriculture. The river's water supports the cultivation of a wide range of crops along its banks. Farmers rely on its water for irrigation, particularly in areas where rainfall is scarce or irregular. Crops such as wheat, barley, olives, dates, citrus fruits, and vegetables are grown, contributing to food security and supporting the local economy. The availability of water from the Jordan River has enabled the development of large-scale agriculture, which helps to feed the growing population in the region. To utilize the water effectively, different irrigation methods are employed. Flood irrigation, where fields are flooded with river water or canals, is one common method. This traditional approach has been used for centuries and allows for widespread irrigation across agricultural fields. Another method utilized along the Jordan River is a drip irrigation, which involves applying water directly to the roots of the plants. Drip irrigation is more efficient as it reduces water usage by up to 60% compared to flood irrigation, resulting in water conservation and improved crop productivity. The role of the Jordan River extends beyond agriculture. It also contributes significantly to the economy through exports and the local economy. The cultivation of crops along the river supports a thriving agricultural sector, providing opportunities for employment and income generation. The region's produce, including fruits, vegetables, and other agricultural products, is not only consumed locally, but also exported to international markets, contributing to foreign exchange earnings. The Jordan River is essential for industrial and energy production in the region. Industries rely on the river's water for manufacturing processes, cooling systems, and various industrial applications. It also plays a role in energy production through hydroelectric power generation. The flow of water in the river allows for the operation of hydroelectric power plants, contributing to the region's energy needs and reducing dependence on fossil fuels. The economic impact of the Jordan River is evident in its contribution to regional development and prosperity. The availability of water resources supports job creation, income generation, and economic growth. The agricultural sector, in particular, benefits from the river's waters, serving as a source of livelihood for many communities along its banks. The Jordan River's role as a critical water source for agriculture, industry, and energy production is vital for the well-being and development of the region. Its water supports the cultivation of various crops, ensuring food security and contributing to the local economy through exports. The river's flow enables the use of different irrigation methods, facilitating efficient water usage. Also, the Jordan River plays a significant role in industrial processes and energy production. Its economic impact is evident through job creation, income generation, and regional development. Factors contributing to the drying up. The drying up of the Jordan River is influenced by various factors that have contributed to the decline in its water flow. These factors encompass conflicts, dam construction, over-extraction of water, pollution, the refugee crisis, climate change impacts, and human actions such as over-extraction of groundwater, deforestation, and land use changes. Conflicts and the construction of dams have had a significant impact on the water flow of the Jordan River. Serious diversion of water from the Yarmouk River, one of the main tributaries of the Jordan, has reduced the water flowing downstream to Jordan and Israel. This diversion is achieved through the construction of dams and irrigation systems along the river, resulting in a substantial decrease in water availability for the downstream regions. Israel's construction of a dam at the Sea of Galilee has also contributed to the reduction in the flow of the Jordan River. The dam diverts over 50% of the water that is supposed to flow into the Jordan River, further exacerbating its gradual drying up. The impact of these dams on the river's flow is significant and poses a significant challenge to sustaining the river's water resources. Over-extraction of water is a critical factor in the drying up of the Jordan River. Farmers and households along the river directly pump water without adequate regulation or control, resulting in a substantial reduction in the water level. This unregulated extraction has transformed the once mighty river into a mere stream incapable of meeting the needs of local communities. Pollution is another contributing factor to the decline of the Jordan River. Untreated wastewater, industrial waste, and agricultural runoff are dumped into the river, causing degradation of water quality and harming the river's ecosystem. This pollution threatens the survival of various plant and animal species that rely on the river's waters, further exacerbating the ecological impact of the drying river. The ongoing refugee crisis in the Middle East, particularly the Syrian conflict, has had a severe impact on the water resources of the Jordan River. The influx of millions of refugees into neighboring countries like Jordan has put a strain on the country's resources, including water. The increasing population has led to a significant rise in water demand, further depleting the already limited water resources in the region. Inadequate water and sanitation facilities in refugee camps have resulted in contamination of nearby water sources, including the Jordan River. Climate change has also played a significant role in the drying up of the Jordan River. Rising temperatures, altered rainfall patterns, and prolonged droughts have reduced the amount of water flowing into the river. These climate change impacts have led to a reduction in the river's flow, exacerbating the already stressed water resources in the region. Human actions such as over-extraction of groundwater, deforestation, and land use changes have further contributed to the drying of the Jordan River. Over the years, high population growth rates in the region, particularly in Jordan, have increased the demand for water resources. This has resulted in the excessive drilling of wells and overpumping of groundwater, depleting underground water reserves. Deforestation and land use changes have also played a role, increasing soil erosion and reducing the river's water-carrying capacity. Hey, before going any further into the video, if you watched this video up to this point, that means you definitely like it, and if you do, please make sure you hit the like and subscribe button below because it will help this video and our channel so much. Now, let's jump back into the video. The consequences of drying up. The consequences of the drying up of the Jordan River are far-reaching, impacting various aspects of human life, the environment, and ecosystems. The diminishing water flow has resulted in severe water shortages, conflicts, and environmental degradation in the region. One of the immediate consequences of the drying up of the Jordan River is the scarcity of water. As the water levels decline, communities along the river and those dependent on its resources face a severe shortage of clean water for domestic use. irrigation, and industry. The scarcity of water puts immense pressure on communities, leading to increased competition and conflicts over the limited water resources available. Agriculture, a vital sector in the region, is particularly affected by the drying of the river. With reduced water availability, farmers struggle to irrigate their crops adequately, resulting in decreased agricultural productivity. Crop failures, loss of livelihoods, and increased food insecurity become significant concerns, impacting the well-being of communities that rely on agriculture for sustenance and economic stability. Industries that depend on the Jordan River's water for manufacturing processes and cooling systems also face adverse consequences. The declining water flow disrupts industrial operations, affecting production capabilities and economic growth. Furthermore, reduced water availability hinders the generation of hydroelectric power, impacting the energy sector in the region. Environmental degradation is a significant consequence of the drying up of the Jordan River. Wetlands, which provide critical habitat for various plant and animal species, have dried up, leading to a loss of valuable ecosystems. The decline in water levels has resulted in a decline in biodiversity, threatening the survival of numerous species that depend on the river's waters for their existence. The reduced flow of water also exacerbates pollution levels, as pollutants become more concentrated in the smaller amount of remaining water, leading to increased water pollution and degradation of the river's ecosystem. The consequences of the drying up of the Jordan River are interconnected and have significant implications for the well-being of communities, the sustainability of agriculture and industry, and the health of the environment. Addressing these consequences requires concerted efforts to manage water resources more efficiently, promote sustainable practices in agriculture and industry, and mitigate pollution levels. It also necessitates a focus on conservation and restoration efforts to preserve the remaining ecosystems and protect the biodiversity that relies on the river's waters. The drying up of the Jordan River has severe consequences on water availability, leading to conflicts, impacting agriculture and industry, and causing environmental degradation. The loss of wetlands, the decline in biodiversity, and increased pollution further compound the adverse effects on ecosystems. Mitigating these consequences requires comprehensive and sustainable approaches to water management, conservation efforts, and the adoption of environmentally friendly practices to ensure the preservation and restoration of the Jordan River's ecosystems and the well-being of the communities that depend on it. Geological characteristics. The geological characteristics of the Jordan River and its surrounding region have a significant impact on its water flow and overall dynamics. The Jordan Rift Valley in particular plays a crucial role in shaping the behavior of the river. The Jordan Rift Valley is a unique geological formation that stretches from Syria to Mozambique, and the Jordan River flows through a portion of this valley. It is characterized by a series of geological features that influence water flow and distribution. One of the key features is the Dead Sea Transform Fault, which runs along the length of the valley and acts as the boundary between the African and Arabian tectonic plates. The fault creates basins and depressions that trap water, affecting the flow of the Jordan River. These pull-apart basins and depressions are formed when the two sides of the fault move in opposite directions, stretching and fracturing the rock. As a result, water becomes trapped in these basins and depressions, impacting the downstream flow of the river. Subsidence, another significant geological characteristic of the Jordan Rift Valley, has profound effects on the Jordan River. Subsidence refers to the sinking of the Earth's surface, which is a common feature of rift valleys. In the Jordan Rift Valley, subsidence is caused by the stretching and fracturing of the Earth's crust, creating voids and spaces that fill with water. This subsidence creates sinkholes and depressions that further trap water, reducing the overall water flow in the river. Additionally, subsidence affects groundwater recharge as the sinking surface limits the amount of water that can seep into the ground and replenish the aquifer, a critical water source for the Jordan River. Erosion is another geological process that has shaped the landscape of the Jordan River and influenced its water flow. The river flows through a series of narrow canyons, gorges, and alluvial fans which have been carved out of the rock over millions of years. These geological formations create natural barriers and constrictions that can impede water flow, leading to bottlenecks and changes in the river's course. Erosion also contributes to the formation of alluvial fans, which are cone-shaped sediment deposits that accumulate at the base of mountains and hills. Over time, these alluvial fans can hinder the water's downstream flow, potentially contributing to the drying up of the river. Potential solutions. The drying up of the Jordan River calls for immediate action and the implementation of potential solutions to address the water crisis in the region. These solutions encompass allowing the natural flow of the river, replenishing water levels from tributaries, exploring alternative water sources, addressing high birth rates, reducing water demand, promoting cooperation among countries, and taking immediate action. One potential solution is to allow the natural flow of the Jordan River and end water diversions. This approach involves ceasing the construction of dams and irrigation systems that divert water from the river, enabling it to flow freely along its natural course. By allowing the river to maintain its natural flow, water availability can be restored, benefiting both the ecosystem and the communities that depend on the water's resources. Another approach is to explore deep water sources and invest in drilling wells. This involves tapping into underground water reserves, which can provide additional water supplies for agriculture, industry, and domestic use. By utilizing deep water exploration and well drilling, dependence on the Jordan River can be reduced, alleviating the strain on its already limited water resources. Addressing high birth rates and reducing water demand is essential for sustainable water management. Implementing population control measures and promoting family planning can help manage the demand for water resources in the region. Additionally, promoting water conservation practices, efficient irrigation techniques, and the use of water-saving technologies in agriculture, industry, and households can contribute to reducing water consumption and ensuring its efficient use. Cooperation among countries sharing the Jordan River is crucial for the success of any solution. Collaborative efforts, including the sharing of water resources, this development of joint water management strategies and the resolution of conflicts over water allocation are essential for sustainable water management. Diplomatic initiatives and agreements can foster cooperation and ensure the equitable distribution and preservation of the Jordan River's water resources. Taking immediate action is of the utmost importance. Governments and stakeholders must prioritize the implementation of these potential solutions to address and allocate the necessary resources to address the drying up of the Jordan River. This includes investing in infrastructure, technology, and education to support sustainable water management practices, as well as raising awareness about the importance of water conservation and the preservation of the river. And that is going to bring us to the end of today's video. So please let us know your thoughts in the comments below. What do you think needs to be done to the Jordan River? What are your thoughts of the topic that we discovered today? Please let us know. Let us know if you were aware of some of the issues of the Jordan River before we shared it with you today. We're curious to know the knowledge of you, our audience, in regards to this very serious topic. We know our audience is very smart, so we're sure you're on top of things. Let us know the best way you think to help the health of the Jordan River. And if you did like our video today, we highly encourage you to please click the like button and make sure you share it with all of your friends and family and others in your inner circle who are knowledgeable or maybe want to be more knowledgeable about such worldly events. Also, if I could ask one more favor of you, please make sure you allow notifications to our channel. All you have to do is press the bell icon and you will be notified immediately every time we have a new update for you right here on our channel. We truly appreciate you spending time out of your busy day to hang out with us, and we'll look forward to catching up with you in our next video. Remember, check out our channel here online. We have so many great videos for you to enjoy and gain more knowledge from. Also, if there are even more topics you would like for us to tackle in future editions, we would love to hear your suggestions. Please make sure you also let us know that in the comments below. We'll be on the lookout to see what you think. Thanks again for spending time out of your busy day in your quest for knowledge, and we look forward to catching up with you in our next video. Have a great rest of your day, be blessed, and thank you for watching.